telescope is an extension of its owner that allows us to peer into the universe to see nature on the grandest scale, with wonders that boggle the imagination. This is Galaxy Log for August 2022 and subtitled Finally, meaning finally has some good enough skies to go out and observe some of the dark sites. And yeah, it was kind of a long amount of time there before we really had some good enough weather to really get some nice views of some galaxies. First galaxy is NGC 7177 in Pegasus. And here's from Stellarium Web is where the galaxy is located in Pegasus on the western side of the constellation. Here's a closer up view of where it lies. Just star hopping, it's a fairly easy galaxy to find. And here's my near view image. The date was August 24th. And here are the particulars. It's a fairly bright galaxy, 11.2 magnitude, 13 surface brightness, decent size, the type. And here's its distance. Here's a sky survey image of the galaxy. It's a very tightly compact spiral galaxy. And for the near view image, the telescope was a 4.7-inch f7.5 ED refractor. The eyepiece was a 6mm. It gave me 150 magnification. And the sky conditions at night were very good. Very good transparency and very good seeing. So here's the near view image. The galaxy showed a fairly bright disk, little faint stellar nucleus, brighter inner region, slightly elongated or oval shape, and it lies in a nice star field. It was a nice view for the refractor. I thought it was a really nice galaxy that I observed before. In fact, I did a galaxy log many years ago using an 8-inch refractor, and the galaxy really gave a great view then, and even with a smaller refractor, it gave a nice view. So this is a good galaxy to go for. Really nice galaxy to go for. It probably be seen in like a 4-inch achromat or something like that. I don't think there'd be any problems getting a decent view in a smaller telescope. Then we had a second night at the very end of August 31st. And first galaxy I observed that night was NGC 6654 in Draco. Here's where the galaxy is located in the constellation. And it's a really great constellation of many fine galaxies. It's fairly easy to find, as you can see. And here's my near view image. The galaxy is 12th magnitude. It has a low surface brightness. I'll explain why in a minute. It's not real big. Here's its type, and here's its distance. And here's a sky survey image of it. And for this night, for the near view image, the telescope was the 12-inch f4 Dob. It was a 5mm eyepiece at 240 magnification. And the sky conditions this night, it was actually at a darker site than the night I had the refractor out. It was very good. Very good transparency. Very, very good seeing. Seeing was just really steady. Really nice night. But this was a neat view. I really enjoyed this view. I took my time on this galaxy, and as you can see, the surface brightness is 13.6, and a good reason. And you can see in the sky survey image that you have this bright inner bar-like structure but then this very kind of faint outer structure. It doesn't really, from the inner part of the galaxy, it really fades out very quickly. Okay, so, and in the near view image, I can see this little stellar nucleus, this little elongated or bar shape in the middle, and then you can see this very faint outer region, slightly oval, like a fat oval, like that. And I thought it was a really neat view. It was probably one of my favorite views at night. To see this internal structure here, this bar-like structure, and then this very faint, large outer region, which just was an unusual look to it. And what was interesting, it kind of almost looked even. Maybe a little bit more towards the north, but it really did have this interesting view of this bright inner region, elongated inner region, and this very large, faint outer region. So it's probably more suited for a little bit larger telescopes, in this class to get a decent view, say 12-inch or larger, but it can be probably seen in smaller telescopes. Next is NGC 6701 in Draco. And here's where the galaxy lies. There's a closer view. It was actually pretty easy to find. It lies, you can see this triangle of stars, and it lies within that triangle of stars. So it's pretty easy if you're star hopping and say you have an 8x50 finder, you'll see this triangle of stars. And, it lies within there. It's small. You may need like a medium eyepiece to actually pick it out among the field stars. There's a lot of field stars in this area. So you see the galaxy. So here's the particulars. It's pretty good as far as fairly bright galaxy. It's 12.1 with a 12.7 surface brightness. It's small. It's type barred spiral. It's out there though. It's pretty far out there. Here's the sky survey image, and here's the near view image. And of course, with a 12-inch. This is with a 3.5 millimeter at high magnification at 343 power. Here's the sky survey image compared to my near view. And you can see there's an interesting hook of an arm going towards the north, and I couldn't say I could see that. I thought I saw the beginnings of it, where the end of the galaxy started curving slightly, but I couldn't make positive of it. Maybe at a darker site. This was a good night. It's a pretty decent dark site, but maybe even at a darker site, I might be able to tease that out. But I think it's probably for larger telescopes. But anyway, the galaxy itself looked almost like an small edge-on galaxy, but that's the bar structure, the face-on bar. It had this little tiny nucleus. And you can see it situated next to it's like a 12th magnitude star or so, and you can see it's pretty rich region in stars. So, like I said, when you go to look for the galaxy, if you're star hopping, you might miss it because it lies right next to this one star. And you'll need to maybe have some magnification to enlarge the galaxy a little bit so you can see it, and then you can push magnification from that point, because it does have a high surface brightness and it will stand out, especially the inner part of the galaxy and the nucleus. Okay, our last galaxy is NGC 7785 in Pisces. And Here's where it's located, in the western side of the constellation. Pisces has a lot of great galaxies in it. Really does. There's a close-up view from Stellar and Webb of where the galaxy is located. Pretty easy star hop. And here's the near view image. First, talk about the particulars. Magnitude 11.6, pretty bright galaxy, high surface brightness. It's not a big galaxy, fairly small. It's a E5 type galaxy, elliptical galaxy, and its distance is out there about 180 million light years. Here's the sky survey of it. This is, of course, with the 12-inch, with the 5mm eyepiece. It gave me 240 magnification. So here's the near view image. It lies in a nice field of stars. This brighter star here in particular had some color to it, a little bit of goldish color to it, which enhanced the view, I thought. The galaxy itself has a stellar nucleus, faint stellar nucleus, a nice bright central area, and an elongated outer disk, which, you know, being an E5 type galaxy, that would be correct. It has more of an elongation to it than, say, an E1 galaxy or E2. So it is very much elongated. You'll see that in the telescope. It's a bright galaxy. In fact, I think if I went with the previous night with the 4.7 ED APO refractor, I think there'd be no problem seeing this galaxy. But it's an interesting galaxy. It lies in a nice field, and like I said, it's neat to see this little bit of color in this bright field star. Okay, this is a summary of this galaxy log. As far as dark sites, for the August 24th night, I was at my closest local dark site, which is about a 30-minute drive to the north where I live. Decent dark site. Here's a Google Earth at night. It's a Bortle 4 site. So it's not too bad. It's pretty good. You can get decent views up there, particularly if it's a pretty good night as far as transparency. And it was that night. This is the telescope. It's a Skywatcher EvoStar 4.7-inch f7.5 ED APO on a Celestron ASCG 5 mount. I always like this combination. The mount handles it perfectly, and no problem, you know, with weight or balance. It's just a really good match. The telescope itself is really a fine telescope. I know a lot of people rave about how good these telescopes are for their cost. The only thing I did add or say changed was the focuser. Wasn't too crazy about the original focuser, so I upgraded the focuser, and to me now it's really a fine instrument. For the view of NGC 7177 was through a Teleview 6mm Delos. You know, these are one of the best eyepieces out there. You don't get much better than this eyepiece. Really enjoy, you know, the crispness, the contrast, and still a nice large field of view with these eyepieces. For the August 31st night, the second night, is at a darkest of the local dark sites that I go to. It's about an hour or so drive away. That's also has good elevation, just under 1,800 foot. Here's a Google Earth at night. It's rated as a Bortle 4 site, but it's more rural. It's kind of like between kind of like 3 and 4, so it's not quite a 3, but it's close to that. The elevation, it's in a big forest area, but it's also, because it's on top of a mountain like that, that good elevation really helps a lot. And this night was a really good night, so your transparency was really good. So I was able to get some really nice views with the telescope. Here's the telescope. It's the Orion Optics UK 12-inch f4 Dob. And I've mentioned before, this has become one of my favorite telescopes. I've had I still have some really nice telescopes, and I had an 8-inch refractor in the past, and an APM 8-inch refractor, and I had a 22-inch telekit with Swayze optics that was really, really good. And I have a Weight Renegade 20-inch f3.5 on order, so I'm waiting for that scope to come in. But for now, this is the largest scope I take out, and the optical quality of this telescope is outstanding. The views to this telescope seem to be in. It feels like when I'm looking through the eyepiece of this telescope, I feel like I'm using a telescope that's larger than 12 inches. It's just really an outstanding telescope, really outstanding views that this telescope gives me. And what's neat too is, as you can see, here's my observing chair, and I can actually sit and observe through the telescope. So, but yeah, it's really a fun telescope. It's easy to set up, easy to collimate. Just really a joy to use. As far as eyepieces, this night I had for the NGC 6701 view an APM 3.5mm XWA. A really fine. These are really fine eyepieces. You went into the ultra wide, field eyepieces. Your ethos type eyepieces. This is a nice, if you don't want to spend that type of money, these are definitely an eyepiece to go for. And then for NGC 6654 and NGC 7785 was the APM 5mm XWA, which gave really great views of both galaxies. So that's it for this galaxy log. Clear dark skies and happy galaxy observing.